Qwen3-Coder released. I did test it and it was good. Yes, especially on web dev stuff. As you know, my tests are very, very simple and very general, but focused on HTML and Python because I found that it can be pretty useful for me. So I do my tests based on that. And the Qwen3-Coder was actually pretty good. It beat Kimi K2 and DeepSeek and scored 66 out of 100, close to the worst Gemini model right here. Pretty interesting. Let's see. The other benchmarks here, it scored actually better than Kimi K2 and DeepSeek overall. So there are a lot of benchmarks here. There are the SweBench, verified, multilingual tests, the Aider, Polyglot, Spider 2, Web Arena. So it scored a little bit better than Kimi K2 and DeepSeek across the board. Very interesting. And it scored very close to Claude 4 Sonnet. Interesting, right? And you can see here in this SweBench verified, this agentic performance, it scored better than Kimi K2 and much, much better than the other Qwen model here. Probably not the latest because they released an updated version for this one right now. But compared to Claude, it got really, really close. Very interesting. So let's see some examples built with Qwen3-Coder. So they have this simulation here. Pretty nice. They used Klein integration to build this interactive star-like kinda fireworks. I don't know. Very interesting. And look at this realistic Earth. Very good. And when you click, it does this nice thing here. Nice touch. And this typing speed test. So you can see how nice the visuals are, right? Look at this bouncing ball inside a rotating hypercube, kind of like a tesseract or something. This is pretty complex, and the Qwen3-Coder was able to do it no problem. A solar system simulation. Very good, right? Nice. So this user made this black hole simulation, and this user made an entire Spotify clone without even putting in a link or anything. He just asked to build a Spotify clone, and without any link and whatever, it made pretty convincing website. Nice, right? Now, as you know, the Qwen models are open source, and you can try if you want to run this locally. But as you can see, it's huge, but it's half the size of Kimi K2 and yet performed a little bit better, which is impressive. And they also released this Qwen Code CLI. So remember the Gemini CLI? Well, now there is a fork that is this Qwen Code. So you can use with Qwen3-Coder, and if you use OpenRouter, you can use it for free. Now, if you want to try it, the best way is to go to the chat.qwen.ai. Well, here you can choose Qwen3-Coder and start doing the thing. My tests are pretty simple. It just puts a little bit of focus on HTML and Python, but it's general. There are a lot of questions like simple riddles, translations, and impersonation, which is pretty interesting because I found that the Qwen models in general are pretty good at impersonation. Even the coder, which should not be its best performance, but still it can do impersonation pretty well. So that can be useful for things like customer service or maybe an AI companion chat or something like that. Most models, believe it or not, are not very good at it. I mean, at all. But the Qwen models are actually the best I have seen so far. Even the 8B, but since my tests put quite a bit of focus on coding, there it is, Qwen3-Coder. So let me know what you think of this format. Is it better than before, where I do all of the questions one by one and show all of the results? Or do you prefer something that don't take all of your time like this one? Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.